Good day, everyone. We are Group 2 and we will discuss the price fixing schemes in the bread and dairy industries in Canada and the UK. So, our presentation will cover the two cases and compare the similarities and differences and discuss the responses from the respective government. So, first, what is price fixing? So, it is a form of collusion where competing companies agree to set prices at a certain level instead of letting market forces determine them. This illegal practice disrupts free competition, leading to artificially high prices and harming consumers. Price fixing can occur in various industries, from essential goods to specialized services. So, two notable examples of price fixing schemes are the Canadian bread industry and the British dairy industry. So, these cases highlight the impacts of such practices on consumers and the crucial role of government agencies in enforcing competition laws. So first, I'll discuss the bread industry in Canada. In Canada, several major grocery chains such as Loblaws, Walmart, Metro, and Giant Tiger colluded to raise the price of bread. This means they worked together to artificially raise prices, which directly affected millions of consumers across the country. So this scheme started from 2001 to 2015 and involved increasing the price of bread by at least $1.50 per loaf. Bread, being a staple food, significantly affected the daily expenses of Canadian households, making this collusion impactful. So the Canadian Competition Bureau found concrete evidences that these companies had been coordinating their pricing strategies for over 14 years. The revelation not only shocked the public but also led to substantial legal consequences. In response to these findings, the Competition Bureau imposed a record of 50 million Canadian dollars fine on Canada Bread. This fine is the highest penalty for price fixing ever recorded in Canada. The scandal resulted in loss of trust in these companies and highlighted the importance of strict regulatory oversight to protect consumers. The scheme was uncovered when Loblaws admitted its involvement and offered $25 gift card to consumers as compensation. This public admission provoked a broader investigation by aiming to stop the unfair practice and ensure fair pricing based on competition and not on secret agreements. The Bureau's detailed investigation involved gathering evidence, interviewing witnesses, and analyzing market data to understand the extent of the collusion and its impact on the market. In this case, the Canadian Competition Bureau's proactive standpoint showed its commitment to protecting consumers' interests and maintaining market integrity. The fines imposed on the company served as both punishment and warning for both future violations, emphasizing the importance of compliance with competition laws. So that's it for the Canada bread industry. I will now hand over the floor to Darlene to discuss the UK's dairy industry price fixing scheme.
Thanks, Charlotte. Now it's my turn to talk about some of the UK's dairy price fixing scheme. In the UK, dairy suppliers such as Dairy Crest and Robert Weissman, along with supermarkets, colluded to raise the prices of milk and other dairy products starting in 2002. This scheme was designed to increase profits by artificially inflating the prices of these essential items. Dairy products, such as milk, are vital for many households, making the impact of collusion far-reaching. The UK's Office of Fair Trading, which is OFT, investigated the scheme and found evidence of collusion. The OFT fined the involved companies to punish them and deter future violations. This action helped to restore fair pricing in the dairy market and protect consumers from overcharging. The government responded through the UK's Office of Fair Trading, which conducted a thorough investigation by examining communication records, financial transactions, and market behavior to uncover the collusion. Legal consequences included fines on the companies involved to punish them and deter future violations. The public disclosure of the investigation's findings emphasized the importance of strict enforcement of competition laws, reinforcing the message that collusion and price fixing would not be tolerated. This helped to restore fair pricing in the dairy market and protect consumers. Now my friends Jay and Dave will do a brief comparative analysis of both the situations. Over to Jay. Thank you.
Good morning, Prof. I'm here to discuss comparative analysis similarities. First is type of products. Both cases involve essential everyday products, especially bread and milk. These items are staple foods for many households, and price increases can significantly impact the cost of living of consumers, particularly those lower income brackets. Second is impact on consumers. In both instances, consumers were forced to pay higher prices due to collusion between companies. The price increase for essential goods like bread and milk disproportionately affect vulnerable population. Third is regulatory action. Both Canada and UK use their respective competition authorities to investigate and fine the companies involved. These actions underscore the importance of regulatory bodies in maintaining fair market practices and protecting consumer interests. Next reporter will be Dave to discuss comparative analysis differences.
Thank you, Jay. All right, for the difference for the bread and for the dairy in UK and in Canada. First, public admission. In Canada, Loblaws admission and the offer of compensation played a crucial role in uncovering the scheme. The proactive disclosure facilitated the investigation and potentially mitigated some public backlash by showing a willingness to make amends. In contrast, in the UK, dairy price fixing was uncovered through the OFT's independent investigation without any initial admission from the companies involved. Second is market scope. The Canadian scheme involved a broader range of grocery chains across the country, making it a nationwide issue affecting a large number of consumers. The UK scheme was more localized, focusing specifically on dairy products or dairy producers and supermarkets. This difference in scope reflects the varying market structures and the extent of the collusion. Lastly, consumer compensation. In Canada, Loblaws attempted to compensate consumers by offering $25 gift cards. This strategy aimed to regain consumer trust and shift some of the negative narrative. In the UK, there was no similar compensation offered to consumers directly, highlighting different approaches to public relations and crisis management by the involved companies. Lastly, to talk about our conclusion is Ms. Despro.
Thank you, Dave. So in conclusion, we listed 3 main points. First, be aware of price-fixing schemes for essential goods. Second, government agencies investigate and help stop these schemes. Lastly, Canada and the UK safeguard consumer interest and promote fair competition. These examples vividly illustrate the detrimental effects of price-fixing schemes on consumers, particularly through the inflation of essential goods prices. In response, government agencies step in to investigate and halt these unfair practices, thereby protecting consumers and ensuring market competition. The Canadian Competition Bureau and the UK's Office of Fair Trading play a vital role in enforcing regulations to uphold marketing integrity through fines and corrective measures, fostering trust and preventing future violations. Thank you.